All right, so welcome to my studio. Um, it is 10:15 a.m. On Thursday, March something. I am in downtown Charleston, South Carolina, and I am working on trying to work out what I did wrong for the sketch on this little bird painting that I've done. So I've been just kind of trying to paint different areas to balance out the awkward composition for this, but having fun doing it. I would move my camera and show you some of the stuff, but I couldn't set it back up right again. But I just put some, so I'm painting with acrylics. Nothing special with the materials, just stuff that works. I'm getting ready to put a little bit of white on my palette, so I can't help myself, and this might be just the, I don't know, that I don't want to like defame illustration by saying this, but for me specifically, this is the illustrator in me, and maybe kids book, etc. type of illustrator that I've been over the years. But I want to put a little bit of white in the eye. That's a long explanation for telling you that it's going to actually make it feel just a little bit more stylized. Is the word I'm going to use for it. You might say cartoony, but I'm going to try to keep it academic. And I'm just going to pull down a little bit of white there. I like it. That's the reason I'm doing it. So just enjoy. So I thought I would record myself painting a little bit. I don't know if this is something that will be good to post. Does it matter, right? Why should we care about posting stuff? It's a little ridiculous. I guess to share, that's what I should say, to share. But I teach during the week, and this week is spring break. Spring break. So I spend my week talking to aspiring artists, and I just couldn't help myself. I needed something to talk to right now, so that's the reason I'm kind of talking a little bit about what I'm doing. I don't know if you can even see what I'm painting here. And again, it's, I'm working on it. There's some things to work out here. White's scary, right? Because I know a lot of pro artists would say don't put white down, and it's tough because you start putting white down and it cleans up some of the issues you got, but at the same time then also you have a lot of white on your painting, which sticks out quite a bit, especially for something like this. It's not, you want to be careful, especially with titanium. It's called titanium white for a reason, but this little guy's looking a little bit better. As you can see, I've got a big part here to have to fix. So painting, I love painting, and so this space is new as a few months that I've been in, and it's really allowed me. I have found over the years, I will just create. I'll just generate stuff. Some of it's good, a lot of it's not. But I just love creating, and I'm selfish. I like creating the things I like to create. I've never really been great at creating things that maybe other people might want. I tend to create for myself and make things for myself, and that you know, maybe commercially is not as great, um, you know, but I think and sometimes you have to create things that can support you. I don't want to say that, you know, this is the best way to do it. So I'm painting a little bit of green down here at the bottom. I love green and blue. they're my go-tos. I just love. I honestly probably could just cover things in green and blue and be happy as well. Also, I love that green and blue tends, especially for the acrylics, tends to be the paints that are the most opaque. Excuse me. What was I talking about? Painting for myself. So I like to paint for myself. You know, and thank you for those of you that have purchased my work over the years. You know, like you don't know, like that just really, like that means that you like what I like, and that not that you have to like what I like, but it's just really fulfilling to sell work that you want to do, and it goes to somebody's home, whether or not they want it for that reason, you know, but whatever reason that is, but all right, so we're getting that bottom area. What was I talking about? Green and blue. It's an opaque paint. Again, I'm really thinking of acrylics here. Just look at that, just great coverage. I'm bad too. I like to just paint right out of the tube. It's a little lazy. You know, but sometimes, I mean, like, you know, it's just colors can get a little muddy once you start mixing. Some things that just don't work. Like I said, this guy needs some work. I'm wondering if I might do some lighter tones back here. I mean, it's gonna be a little tough with, can you see this with the acrylics? I've got an idea too, and I'm not going to try it just yet, but I might take a little bit of green once this part dries, and just with a paper towel, just kind of scrape it across this, and then try to lift a little bit of it off to distress it. But I'm not doing it yet. So we'll see what happens. Again, this is small painting. I think I work much better, bigger, but I love the immediate gratification of these. Hold on. So I've done little bird paintings in the past. This one again, just rough right now. I'm doing a black background. I've really been into, it's not black, it's Payne's gray. I've really been into the dark surrounds, and just like single, I guess call them character things, paintings. Of recent, again, it's just gratifying to see the image pop, or the character pop out. So this little bird character, and again, straight out of the tube, just want to grab, this is Vermilion. I know some of you, I can think of one or two people that are just like, if you're watching this, you're just in pain right now. It's seeing me say things like this. If you've listened this long to me talking, you're like, oh no, like that's how he's painting those things. But again, I don't know if you can see this. I'm sure when I look at this in a few minutes, like it's a lot of it's just going to be me talking and saying and doing stuff, but there's going to be no actual thing that you see. But just that's gratifying, right? I mean, look at that, just straight. I'm, I'm like, I love this. I love how quick on some of these colors you can just get a nice coverage to it. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting a little wonky. So I'm painting birds. I like painting birds, and I think most people like birds as birds as well. So what do I think about painting? It's hard, but I was saying earlier, like I can't not paint. And it's just like, it's one of those things that I can just think very early on, just painting and it just looking terrible. And I feel like my entire life has just been the pursuit of trying to figure out this medium. And I don't know that I ever will figure it out completely. Some people, it's just much more effortless. I call them freaks of nature. Is that okay to say? I'm not sure if that's okay to say. I apologize if it isn't. And one of the things, as I have gotten, as you can tell, older and balder, one of the things I've noticed with my work is I just know some things like I'm just not going to be as good at. And a lot of people, I mean, that's kind of maybe simplistic to say, a lot of people get to that much quicker. But I think it's been nice the last few years as an artist, just kind of accepting what it's like, painting things I like to paint. It's like accepting, like, that's what I like to paint. I'm doing it for me. And it goes a long way. For years I've worked as a professional illustrator, and I still do. And I love the field. But you're always creating things for a project. You're always creating things for for spec, for what the project calls for. And so a lot of the and I've had lots of great art directors who've been very open to my interpretation. Thank you for letting me, create work. And a lot of times the way I want to create it, based on my style. But like it's never truly, maybe like the project might not be like your idea. Am I being complimentary enough? So, it's very freeing to be able just to paint. Truly in a way that kind of reveals, like, I'm sorry, you get it. I'm painting the way I want to paint. I'm painting with acrylics right now. And I'm in my studio. And that's not a bad thing, right? So, little birds with half-painted beaks. That's what I'm doing. And I guess just quick, one last thing to show you guys, something else I'm working on. Just grab the camera here. I don't know, man. We'll see. So, big fish. Just working on this. I think I posted this earlier this week. Can't figure out if this is over or if I should work on it more. I'm sorry, the light's really harsh on it. But portraits, fish, animals, and little birds. All right, so that's what's happening. Thanks for listening, if you've listened this long, and